Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pandas Essential. So we'll be going through a very fundamental thing that everyone should have clarity upon, which is the Pandas apply. Again, we'll be using Titanic data from Seaborn to learn about the basic difference between when you should apply row by row and when you should use apply on columns and how does it actually function behind the scenes. So let's load our libraries. So we'll be loading data and access is equals to zero when you should do row by row apply is very simple. You want to apply on a single column. So let's say you want to apply whether the fare is greater than 50 or not. So you just take, you want to create a column, fare greater than 50. You take your column, dear fare, you apply, and you just write your function. So I've written a quick lambda function, x is 1, if x greater than 0, else 0. Uh, and this creates the column, right? If you want to see, you can see that we have the column created that we have fare greater than 50, 0, 1, and then 1 here. But things become a little trickier, and I often hear that people who are just starting out with pandas, they have a bit of a difficulty into understanding when they should be using this parameter. So here, the parameter is axis equals to 0. This is by default in pandas. But people have a little bit of problem when they don't know when you should use axis equals to 1. Like for example, you want to make a complex calculation and you want to show it as a feature. You want to create a column in your data frame that you want to calculate fare into age divided by passenger class plus 1. I'm adding plus 1 to avoid any division by 0 errors. And I write this as a function. I write this as a function as return x into fare into x into age divided by x into p class plus 1. Now, if I go and apply this function as it is, you will see that I get an error. It says key error that it cannot find the key fare because it's trying to apply it as a simple row and it's trying to just take out the row and it can't find the value there because actually when you do axis equals to 1, it actually treats the entire row as a series and it tries to look for the column name in the index of the series. Now, if I just change this and I change this to axis equals to 1, you will see it will run through without any errors. And as you can see, I have this fare class age, which is fare into age divided by p class. So I have this. But the reason, like I said, it goes series by series. So let's simulate this that how does pandas actually uses apply behind the scenes. So, like I said, it goes series by series. There's also, I think, yeah, there's also raw is equals to false. If the raw is equals to true, then it treats it as a numpy array. We'll cover that in a later video. But here, right now, it just covers series. So I just create a dummy series, right? And if you look at the dummy series, you'll see that it has three index, age, fare, class, and if you just go age, it will give you the age, fare, and p class. So it looks for these indexes. So if I pass this in my function, it will return the value. So hopefully this makes it a bit clearer on what happens when you make this as axis equals to 1 and how you can actually use multiple columns in your function and use apply at the same time. This will probably help you a lot because you will be using multiple columns in feature generation a lot in your journey as a data scientist. All right, hopefully this clears. And if you like the video, do subscribe and follow mlexplain.blog for more such tips and tricks. Thanks for watching.